All right, you guys, this your boy back at y'all with another one, man. Let's get down to business. So, a crime that has been committed in the NBA circles, and that is the fact that Demarcus Cousins is not signed to an NBA team. Now, why is a man of his caliber not signed to an NBA team? It's it's beyond a crime. Okay, it's a crime that DeMarcus Cousins is not in the NBA uniform. You mean to tell me that nobody sees anything in DeMarcus Cousins to where he can't sign on to a team or whatever? Come on now. This is a crime within itself. This is a travesty that DeMarcus Cousins is not in the NBA uniform. And I don't want to hear nobody coming on here and talk about how he's washed up and he's done, because he's not. This man is very viable to an NBA franchise. You saw what he did in limited action again when he was with the Clippers last year. And Tyronn Poole did this man a disservice. They play him limited minutes, and on top of not and playing him limited minutes, you don't even bring the man back. Now, I think a lot of people might be hesitant of signing him because he struggled with injuries the last few years. So let's Jerry Dean. He tore his left Achilles tendon while playing with the Pelicans. He missed the remainder of that season. Then he landed in with the Warriors on a one-year contract, averaging 60 in the game as the fourth option. He was the fourth option on that team behind Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and KD. And he still averaged 60 in the game as the fourth option. Don't tell me this man is washed up. Averaged 60 in the game with 8.2 rebounds as a fourth option on a one-year deal with the Golden State Warriors. Now, he tore his left quad muscle during game two of the Warriors' first round series against the Clippers. They came back for the NBA Finals, but he was still hurt. All right, so he signed with the Lakers. Right now, during that year, the Lakers also acquired Anthony Davis in the trade with New Orleans. Right, but he tore his ACL that year, and he didn't even get a chance to play with the Lakers. They gave him a championship ring. He basically told them, I don't want it, right? Then after that, since he didn't get to play a game with the Lakers, then he signs with the Houston Rockets, right? And you got people like Mr. Mass talk about, oh man, DeMarcus Cousins, man, he done, man, he don't got it no more. I mean, he can't really play like that now. No. Now, Mr. Mass is a good dude and whatnot, but he was wrong in this instance, right? And what they do, right? Because that year, when DeMarcus Cousins signs with the Rockets, right? They brought in John Wall in the trade with the Washington Wizards. Now, not only does John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins teammates during their time in Kentucky, they were also good friends. So if there's anyone that can calm down God dang on DeMarcus Cousins, it's John Wall. I wish the Wizards kept John Wall and signed DeMarcus Cousins. Now, I talked about that a while back, about how the Wizards should have signed DeMarcus Cousins and kept John Wall. That would have made a nice little squad they got. Now, right now, the Wizards are sitting at 5-1 in the Eastern Conference. Now, who told y'all that the Washington Wizards was going to be a good team in the East? So, I told y'all this shit. Me, this guy. Stop listening to these motherfuckers at ESPN. If you want the real basketball news, you come over here, right? I will tell you what it is. Because, see, unlike a lot of people out there, I'm not bought and paid for. I don't got to sell out to nobody. Not that I ever sell out for any bag, because I'm not bought and paid for. But if you want the real news, you come over here, right? Any me or my brothers, Ticket, Two Raw, James, you name it, is in this motherfucker. Now, back to the regular schedule program. So Houston cast him aside. Clippers picks him up, right? Now, he helped them in their playoff run. Game 5 against the Phoenix Suns last year. He had 15 points in 11 minutes. Demarcus Cousins had 15 points in 11 minutes. Don't tell me this guy's washed up. He had 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and a steal in 11 minutes. So don't tell me this guy's washed up. And that's that same game where he bammed on Dario Saric, and Dario Saric ended up having to leave the game, never to be seen again, because he got injured in that play where he got bammed on. If I'm not mistaken, Clippers chose not to bring this guy back, man. For whatever inexplicable reason, the Clippers decided not to bring him. A man like that should not be sitting in the street. A man of DeMarcus Cousins' talent and caliber should be on the NBA uniform starting. Yes, you heard right. He should be starting. Now, I'm going to pull up some numbers for you, just in case someone just happened to be asleep at the wheel, or just happen to have revisionist history, or just don't fucking plain out don't fucking know. Right? Let's pull up the Summer Jam screen, right? Because the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. On the Lord's Day, the truth shall set you free. 600 career games, averages 20 points and 10 rebounds. This man averaged a double-double for his career, 20 and 10 with a player efficiency rating of 22. But this man's a scrub, right? He's a scrub. DeMarcus Cousins, he's washed. He can't do it no more. He don't got it. The fuck out of here. You guys don't know what y'all talking about. I mean, how many more guys y'all gonna say that they're scrubs and they can't do it no more? You said the same thing about Chris Paul. You said the same thing about Carmelo Anthony. You said the same thing about Derrick Rose. We could go on and on and on down the line of people that a lot of these so-called pundits and so-called experts and motherfuckers who don't know shit about basketball will sit up there and make these proclamations about these players and all that. Look, I would take 50% DeMarcus Cousins over 100% Enes Kanter. How was that motherfucker in an NBA uniform play? DeMarcus Cousins isn't. Enes Kanter, a man who fled his country, right? He fled his country of Turkey to keep from getting arrested and all that, but he's in the NBA uniform and DeMarcus Cousins isn't. Right? The fuck out of here. You mean to tell me a guy like Mo Wagner is in the NBA uniform, but DeMarcus Cousins isn't? Right? Bojan Bogdanovic, a score-independent guy. How is he in the NBA uniform, but DeMarcus Cousins isn't? DeMarcus Cousins is better than 60% of the players that's in the NBA right now, and that's just on a low number. If any of my brothers watching this video right now, I'm asking y'all to do a video about this. Because this is a travesty, it's a disgrace, it's a fucking crime that a man like this is not in the NBA uniform. Smash the like button too. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's drive this channel. More people need to understand what the fuck's going on right now. If he's fully healthy, get this man on the NBA roster right now. Look at that. He don't even. This dude don't even play like a handful of minutes. How the hell you gonna have somebody produce only playing a handful of minutes like Tyronn Poole was doing them? Right? Let's go. I want to enough about what I think because it's pretty clear where I am right now in regards to Demarcus Cousins. The man should be playing. Period. Now, hit the Cash App or PayPal or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? If you support this content, all right. I'm gonna put a link in the chat room. I'm not gonna be in long, so we're not gonna drag this out. All right. So there's the link. If you want to come in and tell me what you think about why DeMarcus Cousins is not in the NBA, I think it's a crime. I think it's a travesty. I think it's a disgrace. Tell me what y'all think about DeMarcus Cousins and should he be in the NBA? I think he does. All right, man, what you got?
Yo, it's been a while. What's up, man?
Chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Anyway, to this DeMarcus Cousins topic. I can't really speak as to why he's not on the team right now. I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably because he's being blackballed. I mean, we've known this for a while that the NBA doesn't really like DeMarcus Cousins. He even said this himself in the post-game interview, right on the court. I don't know if you remember, but I think it was the night he dropped like 60, 70 points, and he was like, the way the NBA treat me is getting ridiculous, and he was hoping that the whole world could see it. I think this was like 2017, 2018. I'm not sure, but one thing I do disagree about with what you said is him on the Clippers last year. I feel like his points are kind of like they weren't as impactful as you think, bro.
What do you mean we talk about his point wasn't impactful? The dude only played like 10, 11 minutes.
Yeah, I understand that, but particularly the Utah series. I can't really speak much for the Suns because he didn't really get played that much against the Suns. But when they tried to throw him in there against Utah, he had spurts where he was abusing Gobert and abusing who else was their backup Utah center.
What's up, Gideon? Their backup center was Derek Favors.
Yeah, Derek Favors and shit. But on the other end, he was just getting absolutely torched. And then later on in the game, Gobert started drawing fouls on him and kind of took him out the game and shit like that. And so I think it became like this Montrezl Harrell type situation where you got a guy who can score and produce so much on offense in terms of scoring and rebounding. But then on the other end, he's such a liability on defense that you don't know if you really want him out there. So I feel like that's what really cost him a lot of playing time last year. I mean, with a coach like Doc Rivers, he probably would have got played a lot because Doc is, he's not that smart of a coach. But Ty Lue kind of saw that, his flaws on defense were just a little bit, too obvious out there. That's what I got. But again, I can't really speak for him not being in the league. I feel like he should be able to be on the team because he's still better than a lot of these bum centers in the league, regardless of his defensive flaws, because he still has offense. I mean, he's, in my opinion, he's still better than fucking Zubac, because I don't like what I've seen from Zubac this year at all. I mean, he's still struggling to catch the ball in the post. He can't finish over tiny defenders. Like just the other night, he got blocked by Norman Powell, and you can't tell me
What?
Demarcus Cousins. Yeah, he got blocked by Norman Powell on the dunking tip, and you can't tell
He
me
got
Demarcus
blocked by
Cousins.
Norman Powell?
Yeah, and you can't tell me Demarcus Cousins is going to get blocked by a guy like Norman Powell going for a dunk, bro.
Hell no. Boogie
Yeah.
Cousins ain't get blocked by no fucking Norman Powell now. Come on now.
Yeah, man. So I don't know why they decided to just keep Zubac and then just kind of forget about Cousins. No, Zubac is pretty bad, bro. All right, and then Ibaka is hurt. So
you see he's hurt?
Yeah, Ibaka is hurt. He's still kind of rehabbing right now.
Yeah, he got a back injury that he's nursing and all that.
Yeah, so they're kind of lacking at the 5 spot. I mean, they got Batum, but Batum is kind of undersized, and then Marcus Morris is dealing with some injuries himself. So all they got at the true 5 right now is Zubac, and he's not doing much out there. So shit.
Jesus Christ, man. How you get blocked by motherfucking...
Yeah, exactly, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like, Powell got up there, but as a 7-footer, bro, you cannot allow that shit to happen. You know what I'm saying? He was set up great with a pass from Paul George, and he just got stuffed at the rim. He got put on his ass, too. You know what I'm saying? So...
Jesus Christ, man. You get blocked by Norman Powell, man. Look, your ass going on the bench, bro.
Yeah, I mean, shit is bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's who the Clippers big is, though, man. That's who they chose to keep over DeMarcus Cousins.
Wow. I don't got no respect. I can't respect that, bro.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. It's a bad decision by the Clippers, bro. It's one of the many flaws is their 5 spot, and I feel like they had Cousins because for a fact right now, if they had Cousins, he would be a consistent second option for Paul George. Because right now, Paul George ain't got nobody out there. You know what I'm saying? Reggie out there chucking up bricks. Morris, when he plays, chucking up bricks. Who else? Eric Bledsoe, who's never been a scorer. He's out there shooting 10 and 13, 2 of 13, 2 of 10 every night. And I know if he had Cousins out there, bro, Cousins would be feasting. Like, yeah, on defense, he'd have some problems, but he'd be like the only true second option Paul George would have until, Kawhi comes back and takes over. So,
right.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Ty Lue, he's probably really regretting making some of the decisions that he made this year, bro.
Man, I don't like Tyronn Lue, man. You know what I'm saying? He sucks.
I don't think he sucks, man. I think he showed us that he has a brain last year, but he kind of waits till the last.
Motherfucker ain't got no brain, man. Shit, fuck him.
He kind of waits to the last minute to, change his cars and shit. But I mean, at least he changes it because we seen Doc Rivers refuse to make adjustments, and
Yeah.
He just a last second adjustment coach. That's what he is. Like he'll wait till you're backed into a corner before he pull out his ace card and shit. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't get that shit, man. He just...
Yeah, man. Shit.
All I know is it's a travesty that this man's not in the NBA, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. I can say the same shit about Isaiah, Lance Stevenson. I think guys like them, they should be in the league too, man. Shit. I mean, there's a lot of bums taking their spots right now. But in the day, I salute.
All right, what's up, man? What's up, Gideon?
What
Not much. What you got on this DeMarcus Cousins thing?
Boogie, I think a team like the Suns or the Heat could use him because I think Phoenix or Miami could use him because the problem with both teams last year was size. If Boogie will help the second unit stretching the floor and he can still bang down low. Is he the all-star DeMarcus Cousins of old? No, but he's still a guy that can still stretch the floor a little bit and can still bang in the paint a little bit though. So I think like the Suns or the Heat can use DeMarcus Cousins.
right? Hey, so you have him back up, Bam or
Aiden, yeah, Bam or Aiden, yeah. I think that would help though if I were both teams because for Miami they don't have much base other than Adebayo, and for Phoenix I know you have JaVale McGee that can defend, but and can fly to the rim, but he's not a scorer like that. Because what killed the Suns last year in the finals, you didn't have another guy that can stretch Giannis out and Brook Lopez out uh, last year, and then for the Heat. What killed them against the Bucks too is that you had to be relying on Bam to score in the post, but he got dominated by Giannis at times. So I felt that Boogie could help those two teams stretching the floor, and he could bang too a little bit.
yeah? You know, look, a lot of people talk about defensive deficiency, but with the new NBA rules that's in place now, it could actually help a guy like DeMarcus Cousins.
Right.
The way you got the referees not calling these, or if any.
Mm-hmm.
So I think with the new league rules that's in place now, it can actually help DeMarcus Cousins. In a way, where the referee, used to call those fouls where guys would dribble themselves in the double team and kick their leg out, or
Right.
like bump into the defender and all that to draw contact and all that. Now with these new league rules, you're starting to see who can play and who can't.
Right. And like you said, the change in the foul rules this year, like you cannot fail your arms back, you can't try to bait the referees. Like look at James Harden. I mean Harden, I think he'll figure things out a little bit, but James Harden's been struggling this year because of the rule, but I think he'll be fine. Trae Young, he's been virtually playing well despite the rule, but he was complaining about, oh, I can't get all these free throws anymore. Maybe if you don't bait the referees all the time, that this will not be a problem. So I get what you're saying that LB.
Right. I just thought about that. I had just thought about today when it comes to DeMarcus Cousins. I was looking at stuff around the league and all that, and I was just curious to see whether or not he was on the NBA roster. And when I looked, I was like, this dude's not on the NBA roster. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, man. If I were like I said, Miami or Phoenix, I'll call him right now and say, hey, you want to help us get a championship? Because he can help raise the floor from the perimeter, and he can still score in the paint. I'm not saying he's a starter right now. He's not. But what I'm saying is that he can still give you some energy off the bench to help out the second unit.
No, I think he should. Well, I don't know if he should be starting right now, but I still think DeMarcus Cousins is a starting caliber talent. I still think he is. The dude can put up points in bunches, man.
True.
And he is a force offensively. He is a lot to deal with. Everything you just said. He can bang down low. He can stretch the floor. Right?
He can pass a little bit. He can also pass.
He can pass. He can rim protect. I mean, he ain't no volume shot blocker like a DeAndre Ayton or a Miles Turner, but he still can go up there and get it.
He can rebound too a little bit.
Right. So how is he not signed? Are they worried about his injuries and stuff like that?
And his attitude. That's probably why teams are worried. It's also his attitude a little bit too.
Yeah, but my thing is, everybody's got attitude to some degree.
True.
I mean, Russell Westbrook is a freaking hothead. He's still signed to a team.
That is true. I mean, that is true. I get what you're saying, but you can't really compare the two. Because here's the thing. Boogie's a good player, but Westbrook does more. He's a better passer. He's a better slasher. He's more athletic. Rebounding, I mean, if you talk about right now, just right now, he's a better rebounder right now than Boogie. Back in the day, Boogie was a better rebounder. So again, I get what you're saying as LB, I'm sorry, but you can't really compare the two,
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do, Gideon, but I still think he's a great player, man. And a great player like that should not just be sitting on the shelf collecting dust.
I
You
agree,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
I agree. If I were Demarcus Cousins, I would go to the Suns or the Heat. Because if he wants to win a championship. Because he needs to go to a title contender, in my opinion. So I say Miami or Phoenix would be the perfect place for him to gel. Yeah. Because you also have good coaching too. Don't forget. You have good coaching in Eric Spoelstra and Monty Williams who use him right. So yeah.
Hey, this is one dark horse team I think that should take a chance on DeMarcus Cousins.
Who?
The Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm thinking about that too, because they don't have Bobby Portis right now. Brooke Lopez is hurt too. Yeah.
I think that's the one team that should take a chance on Boogie Cousins. Man, if the Milwaukee Bucks can bring him in, I'm telling y'all right now, they bring him in. Look, they're already NBA Finals threat without him. There's almost a lock with him. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I feel that the Bucks should take a chance on Boogie Cousins.
I agree with you, man. I'll make this quick point before I have to go somewhere, but I agree with you. Because what the Bucks need right now is another floor stretcher that can pass to in Demarcus Cousins. Like you said, Brooke Lopez, he can protect the rim and he can shoot, but he's out. And also, Bobby Portis hasn't played all year due to injury. So, because the Bucks need some sort of size. Because Milwaukee is already a threat now. If they can get DeMarcus Cousins on that team, they have a good shot to go far again this year in the playoffs. So
Yeah. So, hey, that's where I'm at on that, bro. So, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream on that note because I gotta get some food, man. I'm hungry to a bitch.
we need to have errands too to do too. Yeah.
Yeah, and give me a little bit of sleep because I gotta go to work tonight. But anywho, hey, you guys, hey, for everyone that's watching this video, hey, let me know what y'all think about DeMarcus Cousins. Me personally, I think he should still be in the NBA. Period.
I agree.
So smash a like, hit the subscribe. Thank you for coming on, Gideon.
You're welcome.
And shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. This your boy. Scream at me. Oh!